Hey, how's it going, guys? So today we're going to be taking a look at some Overload gameplay. So this will be my first Overload review, which I'm excited to do. I know this is a very testy game mode. A lot of people either love or hate it. I'm on the side that I do love it. I find it very fun. I find it very strategic, and it really has to do with positioning. This game mode is all about positioning, so that's generally what I'm going to be looking at here. Whether you win gunfights or not, that will always be the case on, how much time and effort you're putting into the game. But positioning is where you can easily just outclass the other team. This one will be fun. What we have is he's going to be commentating throughout this as well. So he's going to be he live streamed this and just talked out his process. So we're going to get to hear what he thinks and commentate on whether I think he's doing the right things or not.
Is actually kind of hard to do though. I like to get mid cut control since everyone usually goes mid anyway. I'm gonna delay my push here.
First thing I'll comment is just with the delayed push. I don't mind the idea of delaying the push, not peeking the heady. One thing I think you do have to do though, you're peeking here, you have to be able, and we'll see once you have to be able to see this cross. If you're not seeing, like, no one's challenging you from this specific area, what they're going to be doing is they're going to peek the head glitch and then they'll run across, or they'll just run straight through lockers and run to outer. You have to know, because, like, at the moment, you have no idea whether someone's in their back 10 or not. If you just give yourself a sliver just to see them run across or not, you have all that information and you know whether you need to investigate this area or not. So it's such a small thing. It's just when you're able to play for the information, take it. Because now you have to clear all of this out. Perfect. He gave it up.
Short, so I'm gonna nade it. Oh, my teammate's going way too fast though.
Yeah. Yeah, so your teammate just went too fast. Nothing you can control with your teammates, obviously. Uh, I do like the fact that you gave up the gunfight in mid, just started moving forward. Yeah, nothing you can do when your teammates do this. You just gotta play life at this point.
Now it's time for me to back up. I didn't know that guy. Honestly, I didn't see that. I thought that was a.
It's a small thing. It's easier to notice when I'm watching. You do get the registration that there's a guy to the left here, and then you get the guy over here as well. So it's not something I expect you to immediately notice just while in the game. But there was the cue there that you could have.
So now it's time for me to back up. I didn't know that guy. Honestly, I didn't see that. I thought that was the same guy I just killed.
I love that we're rotating towards behind the ball. My biggest tip
Kill the other guy.
when it comes to overload, it's very simple. Just looking at the map here, we're always going to be playing behind the ball on defense, and we're always going to try to be playing in front of the ball on offense. So what that looks like is if they're pushing this side, let's say they have control of something like this, and this guy's holding ball. We'll say he's right here. They're pushing up. When we spawn into this corner, our only objective is to first just check to see if there's anyone playing here. Like there's always a chance, this guy moves in and is watching. Uh, Generally, they're not, because that would unless they immediately dropped all four of your teammates. They're not going to have this kind of pressure. But when we're spawning over in this corner, our first objective is just to sprint as quick as we can, just to control this area. And that also means, like, we're not taking our time and we're not trying to position over here. The first objective is to get in front of the point. Unless the ball. Yeah, I can't move the balls. Unless the ball's already, far within your dojo and you have, like, if your teammates are set up here, then obviously you're going to run in and try to support them. If your teammates are all spawning with you, then the next objective is to rotate towards the side of the ball. In this case, we know it's going to spawn on the third position. It always spawns. I don't know why it's labeled this way, but it always spawns 1-3-2. So knowing that the next ball, no matter who scores, will be in the third position, we're still going to be rotating onto this side of the map. Possibly pushing mid, but likely pushing through dojo because only the ball side matters. Like nine times out of 10, you're just looking at playing where the ball is. You're not like you don't need to be pushing the lanes. Someone else will always do it in solo queue.
It's two dead. Pushing up. Last one could honestly be pinching us. Maybe I should have thrown a nade.
Yeah, so you even say it. Maybe you should have thrown a nade or something. I think there's a lot that you can do here, just to change it up. What you have is you have full control over this map, and you want to get these picks before you ego chow out because you know they're all going to be sitting here waiting. Where 1 minute into the game, no one has a trophy system, nades and stuns. Quickest way to get up early in a control or in an overload game. Like consider like even in hardpoint, like think of the fact that no one has a trophy off of the first minute and a half. So that's those are the times when you can get up quickly when you know you have the nade advantage because they're not considering that fact. So throwing a nade here is perfect. I also don't mind as an AR if you actually. Let's see if we can reset this or not. My bad as I learn the system. So it looks like they have a setup similar to this. So they have 3 here that we're aware of. Let's say the 4th is coming off spawn somewhere. And what we have is us. So we're in the first position here, and then I think we have a 4th coming off spawn somewhere. So realistically, we have a 3v3, and we're the front position. We are also with the AR. What you end up doing is you slide in here, and you take this chow while your teammates are still over here. I would actually prefer as the AR player, you're going to hold this head glitch, and you're waiting. This guy will peek you. Before anything else happens, your ball guy, his objective is just to sit here and wait. He's got to wait. You know, if this guy AR sub, he should be moving in. It's not shown on the map here, but the lockers area right here, he should be moving in, trying to play this corner, trying to play his life. Your objective as the AR is to win this fight. And it's by winning it off this head glitch. And then we move up. What we do here, I'll mute it for now, is we slide into no man's land with no trophy, no protection, no cover, in realistically a 1v3. So you've practically given yourself up for death. So let's look at this again. Imagine if we just hold that head glitch and we wait for that guy instead of dying there. That guy peaks. He will always peak. So just wait for the gunfight. You have the better gun in that position. Let's see. Teammate, he gets a team kill there. Your teammate gets a kill. They start to move forward. They don't end up getting it. We'll turn on the audio. I love the idea of just leaving that gunfight again in mid. Your team ends up scoring there. I like the realization, just hold up and watch where the ball is.
Teammates got him.
Yeah, we're pretty much just running this.
Should be a free cap. I'm gonna go on their base and be annoying here. Oh, it's like
So you read it perfectly. I love that play. I love that you instantly recognized just play around the ball there. Just sit on it, wait for it. Your teammates get all the kills, and you run right for it. It doesn't take a smart player to sit or to sit in their spawn and get kills. Simple as that. Anyone can get kills in this game. It takes the smarter player to just sit there, wait for it, know that he's clear, and then just sprint. I find Overload a significant portion of my time is playing very defensive until there's that little trigger that tells me just to go for it, and then you have to go full throttle. It is a quick change of pace to immediately, if let's see if we can get a time
He
here.
doesn't have to kill me, just knife.
Within 45 seconds, we're up 2-0. That's how quickly this game can change. Just because you want to play slow for the kills, and the second you have them, you just push forward. So it's great gameplay so far. The only thing is a little bit of an ego chow there a bit, and we want to be always playing for information. But so far so good. The only thing I'll say on this life,
Recap.
you do need to recognize the second you get this cap, ball spawns in the second position. So with you up towards the B objective, and you're the only one up here, your teammates are here or dead. With you in here, they're all spawning here, and they are significantly closer to the ball. So when you say you're going to cap and then be annoying in their spawn, they're not waiting for you most of the time. A smart player, when they came off spawn, they're giving it up. They're probably already here. They're taking control of P2, they're taking control of the ball, and they're going to be ready for this cap the second it comes available. One player might be playing couches for the thing for a flank here or something. They're likely watching it again, assuming they're smart players. You have two routes, in my opinion, for you to take. I would say the guy that ended up challenging you here, yes, he got the knife kill, whatever. He is the dumber player on his team. There's no reason he wasn't going to be able to contest you on that. And ball spawning up on the other side. So him even killing you here is more beneficial than if you killed him. If you kill him here, you're fully out of this play. You're now sitting here, and he's going to spawn up in 3 seconds. It'll be wherever, probably over here, but it won't matter because you're completely out of this play. Him killing you is actually beneficial because you're now going to spawn up somewhere around Back Dragon, possibly Dojo, depending on how far pushed up they are. But you're now getting to be on the defensive side instead of completely out of the play. What I would have done the second you capped is I likely would have either ran this route and tried to flank as soon as possible, or I'm running this route to flank or to get back on defense as soon as possible. Simple routes with these. You're coming in here, you're checking. Obviously, there could be players around here, or there could be players around here. Likely not. Again, they should, if they're doing the right thing, they should be pushing through P2. So you're trying to play that flank. But likely what I usually do is I run all the way back through mid. I check to make sure, there isn't a player that's pushed up and is holding here somewhere, or maybe holding desk by the time I get there. I'm making sure all this is clear, and then I'm just tracking to hold a bomb room, either with sub or an AR. Another option is running fully back, depending on what the time looks like. Maybe you're playing the tree, maybe you're playing this heady. But what you are doing is you're running back as soon as possible to play defense here. Playing their spawn for kills, completely irrelevant at this point.
He doesn't have to kill me, he just knifes me. Are you serious?
Yeah, see, and we're running forward here. We need to be on the other side of the map. Yeah. So you got saved by the streak. You even called it out yourself. You didn't realize where it was. It's the same locations every time. It's the middle, it's tin, and then it's rooftops. And then it'll go back to middle, tin, and rooftops. We have to recognize it because of that reason. If he doesn't streak there, you're completely out of that play.
Honestly, I'm gonna trust my teammates with that and go pinch spawners.
I don't mind trusting your teammates. You knew it was only one guy at that point.
Damn. Am I blind? Last one's outer roof.
All right. Teammate gets the point there. He gets a 3-piece.
My teammate's pushing off the left. I think the outer roof guy, I don't know if he ever died.
I like this read. At the moment, we're just playing life. Yeah, we get 2.
My teammates pushed out left. Probably shouldn't have done that nade, but slowed myself down a little bit.
Yeah, you got lucky there. In some regard, the play is correct. You are right. I wouldn't have thrown the nade, honestly. The idea is your teammate should have been blocking better than he was. The fact that he's watching the room instead of this hallway here, he's not being very helpful for the most part. He might have gets 1 kill, but realistically, he should have been assisting you more, especially, your teammates off spawn as well. Should have been a bit quicker. But if you don't throw the nade, you get through this even faster. But he still should have got that kill.
We got it.
Overall, obviously, we're up 4-0. So there's no huge complaints. The main thing is just being able to play power positions and making sure we're just watching exactly where the ball is. You fully recognize what good side and bad side is. When you're on dragon spawn, you want to be playing towards that tin side, and then vice versa. Now, honestly, recently, both sides are pretty good on this. When you're playing on for this spawn, you can push either dojo or through a bomb.
I'm gonna go do the same thing mid cut. I'm gonna delay this peak. Maybe catch some.
Again, I don't love the delayed peak. If you just give yourself just an inch so you can see that cross, you don't even need to watch it at this point, because you'll know if he's coming towards this way before he does it, and you have that information, and he won't. You'll know he's there, but he won't know you're there if you are able to just watch the cross. Don't watch the head glitch. I don't mind not watching the heady, but at least watch the cross.
But he's slipping.
And he's just blind. That's just unfortunate, yeah.
Very unfortunate.
Mm.
Just gonna go potentially kill some. Oh, I want to.
Yeah.
That, I want to nade that. I should have just did it. He was gonna die anyway. Potentially kill some.
Let's look at this again. What happens is I think you get stuck on the window here. You move back when you probably should have moved forward. Because right now you're sitting on the windowsill. I don't know what the exact right play is. With an AR, if we're looking at the minimap, I almost would rather you be out here, but that's obviously the longer route. You wouldn't have made it in time. You probably are just ironing up here. If you know he's going to die due to someone challenging, the nade's completely irrelevant. As we see, you didn't have time to throw it. We're probably just pre-aiming and getting his trade.
Oh, I want to nade that, man.
Because we could have at least got one of them.
I should have just did it. He was gonna die anyway. Okay, 3 dead. Last one P2 area behind my team. I don't think they're gonna. Maybe I can catch him here.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate. These are the cases where it's he ended up getting the better timing than you. This is obviously a much better head. Like he's on the head glitch. You're out in the open. That's just bad timing. That's going to happen every once in a while. What matters is you did read the play correctly. You read, all three are dead. The last guy is the one in the back. You just got to try to win this gunfight. You don't, it happens, but you did everything right. So they dropped 3 again. They do drop the love guy. So now you know that area is clean. Now we're just looking at tracking ball.
Try and cut them off if they go through mid.
I got to see if you say something about this.
There's another one around here.
Okay. So it's an interesting way to play it. It ended up working out. I would not have done it this way, though.
I can cut them off if they go through mid.
You know he's right here. You can see it on the minimap. He is right here in the open. This guy, he's running with the ball. But you have a free kill if you just wide peek this head glitch and chow him before he gets over to your left. Because if which he did, right now he's right here. He's in a better spot than you are if he knew you were there. Luckily, he doesn't, so you end up getting the second kill, then the first. But I think it would have been better if you got the first kill, like the first guy first, when he was in the open. Nice. Perfect. Little 4-piece.
Oh, I'm just gonna grab it. Oh, shit.
One thing I am noticing a bit on this side of the map more than the other, your teammates are getting fully pushed up in their spawn. They're getting into those corners. They're getting the kills like multiple times within this side of the spawns. Your team has dropped 3, but we haven't got the cap. The reasoning isn't specifically due to what I'm about to say, but it is a part of it. I think you're being a little too eager on these plays without being able to see the spawns that they're running, because this is a case in which you're seeing your teammates up here. Let's pull up the map, actually. Your teammate, there's at least one over in this area. There's definitely one here. There's one behind you, and we'll say you're one. So this is what the position looks like right now for your team. How you should look at it is in like quadrants, because let's say if we obviously very rudimentary, your teammates being in here, here, and here, this little L shape is spawning them all here. It's not spawning them in the back, it's spawning them right up into dojo. Now they have the option to track back if that's where they think you're going, but no one's picked up the bomb yet because these two are just pushing forward and you two are coming off spawn. So while you're looking forward with these two blocking, they're all going to be running through mid cut. That's where the spawn's going to come from. 2 are going to come this way. 2 are probably going to wrap back to try to kill these guys. But you should be prepared. You should know that this spawn is coming in based off of your teammates. Even if we're not looking at, in the 9 quadrants, just look at the half. If you cut this map in half, are your teammates more on the left or more on the right? That will be the easiest way to tell what side they're spawning on. So that's where you want to look at every time when you see teammates pushed up. Are they on the left or on their right? Because the other side is exactly where they're spawning. And this is just a quick question you have to ask in the heat of everything going on. But it's an important one because then you recognize that guy.
we kill whoring? I mean, I guess the game's over, so
100% they're
whatever.
kill whoring at this point. Yeah, they are not playing the ball. So our entire team dies. How do you play this?
Damn, you ran at me fast.
Honestly, yes. They ran at you very fast. I would not have expected that either. Only thing I can say with this gunfight, we'll play it one more time. I'm going to take a wild guess and say you do not train your pistol shot very often. What I do every time I load into the game, I'm going out, I'm shooting bots. I usually shoot about 300 before I play ranked or, CMGs or anything like that. I want to make sure my shot's warm, my movement's warm, all that kind of stuff. I shoot about 300. At least 50 of them, I pull out my pistol and just use my pistol. The amount of people that you'd be surprised to see who only have like less than 200 total kills with their pistol because they just don't use it. They don't pull it out, they don't train it. So when they're in the opportunity within this game mode to use it, these are gunfights that happen all the time where you just want to make sure that you're prepared for these. Now, I don't expect you to win this. You got a weird slide
You
off of
ran at me
him,
fast.
but it does look like you probably do need to implement pistol training in your warm-ups if you haven't already. Great defensive push. Yeah, now we're just going to grab the ball.
Yo, hold on. Was my teammate not watching the?
I am actually curious to see, because you have a teammate here and you have a teammate here. One thing, even if your teammates are pushed up in here, you should, especially as ball carrier, still factor in your own safety, because at any moment, like let's say he dies, the guy in dojo. Now he's not doing anything at the moment anyway. Hypothetically, let's say that he was watching dojo. The second he dies, they can peek that, and you're dead too. Run the tin. Takes maybe half a second more, but just run into tin just so you're covered. You don't have to worry about the mid chow. You don't have to worry about this dojo heady. You can wait until they push up more because you're safe in tin. So yeah, instead of just running out here.
Yo, hold on. Was my teammate not watching the dojo?
But yeah, you got screwed over by your
Huh.
teammates there, but you can still do a little bit better on just playing your life and just making sure you have a way to dodge these chows when they come in.
Alright. I guess you can't wallbang that.
You can wallbang it. I think you know that, but the main thing here is I think you got stuck on your movement a bit. This happens a lot. I would say specifically it happens more with people who have either played a lot of mouse and keyboard games or like especially like if you used to or do play a lot of CS, Valorant, any of that. Uh, Sometimes people forget just how good the movement is in this game. So we're gonna look at this again. So we see him on this head glitch here. I think we have two options. You slide left innerwards and just straight chow him, barrel stuff him, or you slide out to the right so you can get a better angle. And especially at this moment, you can't see him. He could do a lot in here. You could get these wall bangs for sure. Don't get me wrong. It's not the worst play in the world. I don't love it though because the second you end up running out of clips, that's when he's gonna chow.
Alright.
Because like you're lighting up like a Christmas tree on his mini map, so he knows exactly where you're gonna be, and he gets like what you've done is you've let him decide right here when he wants to initiate the gunfight. Obviously, he has to play with the fact that you're shooting at a wall. You could kill him. Like that is obviously the opportunity, but I find a lot of these times the wall bangs just don't work. It also just takes 8 bullets. So I think that what we're likely looking at is just sliding to the right here. We're playing close to our ball carrier as well if we do that, and we're waiting for him to chow out because we have a teammate here. If he chows this way, the teammate picks him up. Even if we die. If he chows out to the left here, or our left, chows us and we're not looking at him and we die, that's fine. Our teammate will pick that trade up. So I think the objective here is to slide out right and just see if he'll chow out. Because our teammate's running towards the point.
Alright. I guess you can't wallbang that. Unless you shoot the one random specific location. Okay.
Extremely lucky. I don't even need to see how this plays out for me to have an opinion on it, though. You're out of the play. And so is he. This guy, he could have easily cleaned up those 2 kills, whatever. Maybe the guy in Broken gets through. But right now, you're out of the play. They are pushed up. And we'll say one's off spawn. Or I guess one was here, and we know at least 2 are over here. So this is their positioning right now. We have one guy up here, you're in Broken, one guy here, and one's coming off spawn. We end up getting these 2 kills. Woohoo. Good for us. The ball's on this side though. And if they sprint at this guy and he can't get both kills, that's a cat for him. Are we up 5-0? 100%. But we still want to be playing right. So when we come off spawn, because what happened is we spawn here. We know ball's here. There's only one route. Unless we see all 3 teammates playing this side, that's the only time I'll play an off angle. If we have a teammate here, let's say here and here, then yeah, I'm going to go Broken. I'm going to chow mid. I'm going to try to get a flank going or something. When we see one guy defending the ball, our only objective is to go and support him.
Okay, well, I mean, you can't get any more blessed than that, can you?
Because our teammate dies, and they get the cap. Yeah.
You know what?
I didn't even have to see it, just because it's exactly what we expect. Similar position. We're fully out of the play again. We are flanking them, but hypothetically, I'm not going to move everyone else. We're just going to focus on this guy. If you're here, the ball spawns up. This guy can easily outsprint you. It sounds like, you don't ever want to trust your teammates. That's not what I'm saying, but 9 times out of 10, to be honest, you don't. You don't want to trust them. You don't want to believe that they're going to have it. At the moment, you don't know how many people are on this ball. We don't have the info for that. So pushing this right play, like pushing this spawn play, is good if they end up getting the kills. But if they end up losing these gunfights, then we're just fully out of the play. We've given it up.
Maybe I'm just like, I mean, I'm probably wrong, but I thought my teammate was blocking.
Yeah, it's not about one teammate blocking. It's about 4. It's very easy. Even if, it's just, if it's a 1v1, then it's a 1v1, and then the other guy can just pick up the ball and cap. We don't want to ever have a position in which only one guy is saving the team. We want all 4 to be focused on it. Because the guy sitting in their spawn, he's also making the wrong play. That's why I say, I'm always going to be the guy to play correctly, because there will always be someone like him playing incorrectly. There will always be someone who just wants to run in their spawn and kill whore. So you got to be the one always playing behind the objective, always being sure that you can make the defensive play.
I probably could have realized they spawned right on me. Alright, we're getting a bit too antsy here. No, he did.
Great read. Perfect read on the flank there. 30 seconds left. Now the game's officially over. Our teammates get a few kills. Okay.
Damn. Yo, I suck.
So we haven't seen a pistol kill yet. That's at least 3 or 4 times I've seen you die with it, but we haven't got one yet. So yeah, I think it's clear as day to say when you're doing your aim training in the morning or whenever you get on, and you're doing whether you're shooting bots or whether you're playing pubs, whatever it is that you're doing to warm your shots up, we got to involve the pistol into that because if you love it or hate it, overload will be in this game, and the only way to do it is just by actually spending time and learning the pistol.
I kill him. I was gonna go up. I'm gonna go up top. Could've done some freaky stuff. Those guys probably pinch, but I'm gonna worry about the ball here.
Nice, good play.
It's clinical stuff.
It's a good play. I thought you had pretty good pacing for most of the game there. I thought you played it well. There's a few instances, obviously, with the pistol, and then the one instance in which you completely forgot where the ball was spawning. And then there's a few times in which I think you're just playing the wrong lane. Den is a great map for Overload. I think it plays very well. I think the only thing I would say for you to focus on when it comes to like positioning in that is just like it's a constant reminder to just be playing behind the ball when you're on defense, and when you're on offense, you want to try to be in front of the ball. That's not always going to be the case, especially if you main an AR. Uh, there's going to be cases like when I was saying with the head glitching and just holding power positions. AR will be a bit different. If you're running a sub, you want to be in front of the ball on offense, behind the ball on defense.